Hi everyone, welcome back to Naturally Better You. So this week we're looking at supplements. The weather is starting to get colder. We are kind of in the midst of January. So we're looking at supplements available at Naturally Better You that are going to help to keep your immunity nice and boosted and your health at peak to battle off all of those potential colds that we're going to be getting. I've got Amarit with me today, who is our health and nutritional expert at Naturally Better You. So she's going to help me talk through some of the products that we're going to be looking at today. We're going to start off with the liquid omega-3, which looks like this, and this one is by Nature's Answer. So why would we potentially need omega-3 in our diet?
Okay, so omega-3 is really important. It's something we quite often as a population we don't get enough of. And that's because we aren't very big fish eaters, and that's the main source of it. You can't really make omega-3 yourself. Although we have the materials in our body to make it, we can't do that conversion. Fish do that and get it done for us, so it's readily available and we can utilize it quite freely in our bodies. It's really important for cognitive function, so for brain function, and is also beneficial for skin conditions, and has been thought to be quite useful for certain conditions like blood pressure and arthritis as well.
Normally people don't like taking omega because they're in those massive capsules that are really hard to swallow.
That's right.
And sometimes you can get that kind of aftertaste from them, and I think that puts people off as well. And the nice thing about this one that I've chosen out is that it has an orange flavour, so you shouldn't have that overly fishy flavour. And because it's liquid, you can just take a spoonful of it. I'm assuming you can just drizzle it on your food as well, and it won't be too sort of horrible to take. Okay, so we're next going to be looking at the liquid vitamin B complex. This one is again by Nature's Answer. This is a high potency formula, and this has a natural tangerine flavour as well. Similar to the omega, it also has that nice orange flavour. So how is this helpful?
Right, the B vitamins are water-soluble vitamins, well, most of them, and they are important for digestive support. They're important for, they can help with fatigue and tiredness, so they give you that extra boost of energy. Yes, we all need that after Christmas when we're all a bit sluggish after all that overindulging. It's also been thought, the B vitamins have also been thought to help with stress. It can also help with sort of eczema or psoriasis, skin problems. It's beneficial for the skin as well.
That's really good.
It's a good one to take if you've got any of those issues.
And this one is also gluten-free, which I think is quite important to point out as well. And again, you can mix this with water or food. So if you don't like the kind of concentrated flavour of it, just put a little bit in your glass of water. And that's
actually quite a useful point, because people who can't have gluten, celiacs, find it difficult to digest and absorb the nutrients that they get from their diet. Often if you're newly diagnosed with celiac, you don't know what to eat, you're just finding out, so your diet isn't, ideally you'd want a healthy, balanced diet, but supplements like this are useful as a backup to ensure you get all your nutrients.
So we're going to look at the old classic, the good old vitamin C now. I think a lot of us are familiar with vitamin C, but I don't think many of us take it as a supplement. So why could it be helpful to take as a supplement?
Right, so vitamin C, we all know, or we all have heard of, helps with, we've heard that it can help with colds and flus, and if you've got a cold or a flu, it can help shorten the length of the time that you're suffering, but it also has other benefits that a lot of people don't associate it with. So say you're a gym goer or you're a very active person, it can help with post-exercise soreness as well. So that's an interesting sort of fact that you can sort of use.
Know that.
Yeah. It's also good for stress as well, and skin and joint health too. Vitamin C plays such a large role in the body, but it's also quite a sensitive vitamin. It gets destroyed quite quickly by heat, by anything that's any of the nutrients that that might sort of conflict with it. So
it's more important to kind of top it
yeah,
up this
yeah.
one, because you might be taking a lot in, but you might also be destroying it. So it's always a good idea then to take a supplement.
Vitamin C is really important if you have anemia or you have low iron levels, because it helps the absorption of iron as well.
Vitamin C is a bit of an all-rounder actually. So this one is by Terranova. It is vegetarian and it is vegan. So if you have dietary restrictions, this is a particularly good one. And Terranova as a brand, they're very holistic, they're very natural, so they are quite good for that as well. Now I've just had a look at the size of the tablets in here. They are quite large, but don't be put off, because Amit was just saying that you can break them up and put them onto your food, so don't panic about that.
Vitamin C also has antihistamine properties, so it's quite useful in the summer when there's a lot of pollen and people suffer from hay fever, so it can be useful for that too, as well as just being a general immune booster. And it is thought that it can potentially help with bruising as well, if you're one of those people who bruises a lot because of the function it has in your so yeah, you were saying
I do.
bruise like
a peach.
Yeah.
I really do. I didn't know that about vitamin C, and I didn't know as well that you are supposed to take, this is good for absorption of iron, so if you're iron deficient and you take iron supplements, taking vitamin C alongside that is going to help with the absorption. Is that right?
That's right, yeah, it does.
The last one we're going to look at is the liquid multiple vitamins. We can't do a supplement vlog without mentioning this, because this is the one that I think most people have somewhere at home. I think everyone has a multivitamin of some sort. How is this helpful to the diet?
So multivitamins are a great way of making sure that you meet your nutrient requirements. It's not to replace them, just to meet them, more like a backup to ensure that you're getting everything from your foods, because as a lot of us might have quite a busy lifestyle, so sometimes we don't eat like we should, we skip meals sometimes, or we eat the wrong types of foods. So having a multivitamin, a multi-mineral, a multivitamin supplement can sort of ensure you're getting all of your nutrients into your diet. It's particularly useful for those who say have high exercise levels, because they're going to the gym, or have quite an active lifestyle. So and can be quite useful to take if you've got some physical or emotional stress as well, because all of that contributes to basically it has an impact on our immune system, and taking a multivitamin can just act as a backup to ensure we absorb all those nutrients. Also great if you're recovering from illness too, as a good pick-me-up. And if you're the type of person who's quite a fussy eater, or you have certain dietary restrictions, it's just great to make sure you get all your nutrients. If you're the kind of person who said, I'm going to go on a diet this new year, that's one of my resolutions, as I'm sure many of you have, it's really good to take a multivitamin supplement to ensure that when you're restricting your calorie intake, you're actually getting enough vitamins in your diet.